We are live, man. Come on in. Come on down. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791 on the side. CQ, CQDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. It's dead. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. I don't think we have much skipping there. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQ, CQDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the side. Mark, how's it going, man? We got a wet one out here today. I just got back from the craft fair. Wendy's at the craft fair today, her and her daughter. So I was hanging out there. It's nice and warm and dry, and I was watching the waves crash in on the shore. It's a building in town, beachside, right on the ocean, and the wind's coming in pretty good off the ocean. So there's like white caps out there crashing on the shore. So I'm inside where it's warm and dry, watching the bamboo blowing in the wind and the white caps crashing on the shore. It's actually quite nice. Very Christmassy in there. CQ 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQ, CQDX 791, Gulf Islands, North. Whoops. 14315 791 waving. My location is on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Okay, 1415. What's your QTH? Bring it back. That station coming back to me. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands. I guess we lost you out there. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. Yeah, it's crappy conditions here, man. It's a wet morning. It's a wet day out there, and it's only a cool 6 degrees Celsius. Weekend wave breakup. Yeah, there's waves crashing in. That's for sure. Apparently, there's a wind warning for the southern Gulf line. Minnesota 315. Minnesota 315. 791 waving. Yeah, 315 Minnesota. We do have a train wreck out there, man. But hey, we hear you out there. 315 Minnesota. You're making a trip out here to the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Hope all is well out there in Alberta, Mark. It's an ugly, wet day here. Very gray. Very gray. CQDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. This is 791 waving. Check us in, man, wherever you're at. You're sounding good out here. You got Joe on this side. Juliet, Oscar, Echo, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Yeah, you betcha. All right there, buddy. 675. We're off the west coast of Canada. You're on the Gulf Islands. Cheers and 73s and Merry Christmas. UDX 791 on the site. All right, take care, 605. Okay. -5. Well, that's not too bad for Alberta. It could be worse. It's funny. I talked. It was so weird. On my way to town this morning, I had to go to the post office, mail some stuff for Wendy. I went to the store and got them some sushi, and then I went to the craft fair and hung out there for a couple hours. But I worked at a Quebec station in my mobile on the way there, and I pulled over on the side of the road. And when I pulled back out, like a van passed me. So I'm driving behind this van with Quebec plates on it just after I talked to this guy in Quebec, Canada. I just finished talking with him, and I'll put the video gate on after. Really good contact. We're on 555 upper sideband. Went down to 545. He was booming in. I was booming in there. And wouldn't you know it, a van with Quebec plates happened to drive right past us. Following him, I followed the van right into town. Would have been kind of cooler if I was talking to him and the van was in front of me and I was trying to zoom in on the license plate when he was in front of me, but my zoom lens isn't the greatest on my crappy little Canon. But anyway, it was a good contact. I did hear Europe in there too. I heard France, but it wasn't good enough to get back to them. So I'm on 395 listening right now. 395, very quiet here. I did make a contact this morning. I was kind of fishing for Skip, and I talked to 707 Illinois and 646 PA. And I did get a video gate of it, and then I had to leave. 60 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's about 40, 42, 43 here right now. In New York, definitely unexpected for this time of the year. Pepper plant still hang on. You got to like that. You got to like that. Awesome. CB Punisher. It's a good day when there's no snow in the north, right? That's what I say. It's very green here. I'll show you outside right now. It's just wet. So that's looking outside into the courtyard garden. It's just a wet day on the rock. It's a on the rock. We are on the rock. That's what Salt Spring Island is. We are a rock out in the ocean, right? But it's a pretty good size rock. It's just about 17 miles long, this rock. It's not a tiny rock. And there are about 11,000 people here. But yeah, I had fun at the craft fair. Saw lots of people I knew. And the video will be on in about 12 minutes. I got it scheduled to go on. It should be loaded at 2:30 on my other YouTube channel. So if you want to see the craft fair and see what was going on there, I put music to it so you didn't have to hear my voice. And I walked around, but I think the music kind of ran out. It was a YouTube selection of music. So at the last part of the video, you can hear me freaking yapping away. Anyway, it was lots of fun. Hopefully Wendy and her daughter will sell some stuff. I know people were buying their baked goods. They got baked goods, and then they make these, Wendy's got art cards, and then they make these necklaces and sell them. These are arbutus berries from our native arbutus tree. And they make them, they dry them, and they sell these necklaces. Mine's got my tiki on it I've had for years. But that's what they sell bracelets and all that stuff, and candles, art cards. She does tarot readings. So it's a good place to be on a crappy December day here on the Gulf Islands. It is, I don't want to be outside in this weather. It's gloomy. I parked behind the coffee shop and I had to walk maybe about probably 200 feet, something like that. If that. Yeah, maybe 200 feet max. But I got freaking soaked walking that. I'd rather work in clear, cool conditions or colder, dry conditions over rain. Working in rain sucks. Like when I'm at work, I hate working in this stuff, man. It's like the worst. I'd rather have it like, down around freezing, so like 32 degrees, sunny skies, and dry. Right? But anyway, the garden loves it. We got a lot of stuff blooming out there. It's so green. It is very, very green here, and the garden loves this rain. I see snow is forecast for parts of the mainland. We don't have any here on our Gulf Islands, but it looks like parts of the mainland might get some snow at higher elevations. I think tonight or tomorrow. They can have it. I don't want it. Don't want any of that stuff here. The snow here is very bad when it comes down. It's very wet and sticky. It's like Gorilla Glue. Sticks to everything, man. So I'm hoping this winter we don't see any snow. Often our winters here can be green right through till spring, no snow. I'm hoping this is one of them. Well, let's see where we can talk, okay? Working in snow is even better than rain. I'd rather work in dry powder snow, something we don't get here. We don't get dry powder snow. But actually, if it's a good cold snap, and we'll say, like, we're going to say the temperature's down around minus 4, you know what I mean? A bad cold snap, -4 degrees Celsius. If the snow falls, it's going to be dry and powdery, but then it warms up and it turns to slop. I'm having pizza. I'm jealous. I'm having pea soup tonight. 7-Eleven pizza. 7-Eleven. Yeah, we have 7-Elevens in Canada too, but none on this island. I remember when I was a kid, when I lived on Lulu Island, just south of Vancouver, which is Richmond, I used to ride my bike to 7-Eleven. It was back in the 1970s. This would have been 1974. And I used to get slushies. They were called Slurpees. Slurpees. Yeah. 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 Wet snow sucks, man. It's the worst. Terrible. The snow here is the worst. Sticks to everything in the garden too and breaks up the plants. Terrible, terrible. Bends and breaks them. I'm going to see if I can talk to some here. 395. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Yeah, 327 Missouri, we're waving at you. We hear you. UDX 791, Gulf Islands. World Radio Station, Texas. You're sounding good on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. UDX 791. Yeah, top of the evening to you, my friend. Sounding good, brother. Just wanted to wave at you, World Radio Station, Texas. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands out here, North Pacific. All right, World Radio. I think it was 11. Was it 1196? 1119. Got you, man. Q5 all the way. Have a great one, my friend. Merry Christmas from UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands. Cheers to you. Okay. Well, it's working. There's not a lot of skip out there. It's really, really quiet. Really quiet. Don't be jealous of 7-Eleven pizzas. Yeah. Well, yeah, we made our own pizza the other day, and it was really good. One of the guys at work gave me some gluten-free pizza dough to make your own. And I don't need anything gluten-free, but he says, do you want this stuff? It was in a box. I says, yeah. So Chris, and it was Wendy's birthday, December 6th. So we made her pizza with the gluten-free pizza dough. And it was good pizza. I actually put a video on here. You can see it. It was a really good. We made 2 pizzas, and it was good pizza. Good crust, nice and firm, kind of in between thin and thick. And we loaded them up. Mine was more vegetarian. Well, it was. And hers had meat on it, right? And I'm not a vegetarian. I just don't like pepperoni, salty crap on my pizza. So I loaded it up with veggies, right? I wanted some pineapple, but we didn't have any pineapple. I like pineapple in the pizza, too. So it's about a step above an English muffin with sauce and cheese. That's funny. Do you remember those Slurpees they used to sell at 7-Eleven? Did you guys ever have a Slurpee? Do they still make Slurpees? We were kids and we'd ride in there with our bicycles. It was probably a 15-minute ride from our house with a bicycle. And when we were, like I say, we were kids. I was 10 years old, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old. And we used to go in there, get some candy, and get those Slurpee. Do we have snow? No. What? Get out of here. There's no snow there. Here, I'll show you what it looks like here. We don't have any snow in our forecast. Here, it's raining here, and it's about 6 degrees. Here, looks like this here. It's green, man. Here, it's palmy and green. This is what it looks like here on the Gulf Islands. Green, green, green. Not even close to snowing, man. There is no snow in our forecast. And it's actually getting brighter out here, thank God. It's a good place to live. That's why I live on the Gulf Islands, because we get less snow and we actually get less rain than the mainland. So if you have to live in the mildest part of Canada in the wintertime, this is where I'm at, man. This is it right here. This is one of the places. There are other places on the far west coast too, but this is one of the places. If you don't like extreme cold in winter, you don't like much snow, and you like less rain, you come to the Gulf Islands. My favorite topping is onions and spinach. Oh, that'd be good. You know what? I've had onions on them, and I've actually had spinach. There's one, Michael. I'm having Miller Lite for dinner. Yee-hoo! Miller Lite Slurpees are huge cup sizes now. Wow. So Jesse's getting snow in North Delta. That is crazy. Yeah, there's no snow here. It's 6 degrees Celsius. Not even close to snowing. And we're too close to the ocean too. We live like only 900 feet away from the beach, so it's like I say, the ocean really regulates it. So we're kind of like the last place to get the snow. I'm excited now that I'm going to be 18 in 6 months because that means I can work at a park district. Oh, cool! I worked for parks for just about 2 decades. I worked for Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec I worked for. It finally stopped snowing a few minutes ago. Wow. You guys got snow out there. Go make a video of that. Now it looks like rain and sleet. Well, hopefully it didn't stick too much. Because I mean, that would be wet snow. It's stuck to the ground too. Wow, that's crazy. It'll melt. Oh yeah, it'll melt, man. It's not going to stick around. It's not cold enough. I don't think it's even cold enough there too. Topping, there's a CB Punisher. So Michael's having a Miller Lite. There's a pizza they have at the local pizza shop here called the Popeye Pizza, and it does have spinach on it, and I've had it, and it's good. I like my park district because we have disc golf here. We have an amazing disc golf. Mowat, you can probably Google it. Mowat. I used to have to look after it. Mowat Disc Golf Course on Salt Spring Island. You might be able to Google that. It's a really nice disc golf course, and it's always busy. They have tournaments in there and stuff, and they also have one at Salt Spring Island Golf Course. At the Salt Spring Island 9-hole golf course, there's a disc golf course out there too. So you see lots of discers out there. Yeah, cool. I've never played disc golf. Looks like fun though. A lot of guys sure use that disc golf course though. So it's Mowat. It's actually Mowat Park. Mowat. Mowat is an old family name on our island. Google that one, Tom. Disc golf. Mowat Park Disc Golf. That's Salt Spring Island. If you ever come to Salt Spring Island, they sell discs in town too at Mowat's store. There's actually a Mowat's store. It's a hardware store. It's called Mowat's in town. It's a family that came to our island in the 1800s, right? So they owned a lot of land here, and it was donated to a park that was about 55 acres. It was donated to Parkland in 1961, I think, something like that. So that was one of the parks that I looked after when I worked for the Parks Department, right? And we used to look after all the beach accesses, all the lakes. So it was awesome. Parks and Rec job was an awesome job, man. But I had to quit. I had to retire because they wanted me to take that jab. And I said, ain't taking the jab. So I had to retire early. I had a couple more years left of it. So it kind of really pissed me off. They forced us to take that special medicine. I ain't taking it. So I said, bye-bye. And so I retired. I took a whole year off. That was 2021, November, late in the season. And then I got a good job at Country Grocer. So I'm very happy where I work now. And actually, Wendy, I think, is going to apply there too. They're looking for somebody. So I brought her home a job application, a couple of job applications. They're looking for somebody in the pharmacy. So she could do that. I don't know what they're looking for, stocking shelves, handing out drugs to people. Who knows? But anyway, I hope everybody out there is having a good day so far. The time here is 2:29 p.m. Pacific time, and it's a wet one out there. Like I say, it is a very wet day here on the Southern Gulf Islands. And we are in the Southern Gulf Islands, and there's Northern Gulf Islands. So these are the most southern islands off the coast of British Columbia. There are over 6,000 islands between here and Alaska. 6,000 islands off the coast of British Columbia between here and Alaska. That's a lot of islands. So I'm on one of 6,000 islands, right? They go far north of us. It's so funny. I post pictures of palm trees in my Facebook group because I have this Facebook group about palm trees, lots of members. And this one guy goes, he sees pictures of our palm trees growing here. He says, well, those must be the most northern palm trees in North America. And I said, no. I said, there's guys that grow. There's palm trees growing far north of here on our British Columbia coast. You can go 100 miles north of here and you will still see palm trees growing on some of the islands, right? That's how mild the winters are up here on the coast, right? So they definitely like this rain. They don't even mind the snow. They just don't like extreme bitter cold. So hopefully I'm not lagging. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging. I'll see if I can work somebody else here in DX land. Let's see, guys. CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791. This is UDX 791. Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Dead quiet. Calling CQ, calling CQ. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I'm right here, man. I hear you. You're booming in here. Maddie, hi from the UK, 75. Wow, we got a wind warning here too. Still, kind of still there. No skip. We got some skip coming in, not a lot. Is there a stone stairwell still at the dorm? No, beaches. Stone stairwell at Drummond. At Drummond. Yeah. It's still there. Drummond. That's Drummond Beach. Yeah. It is still there. No, it won't crumble. It's still there. I remember when they made it. I watched them. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I've got any conditions out there still? Is all the skip gone? This is UDX 791 on the side. Who do we have out there, man? I hear somebody out there. We don't have a lot of conditions out here. It's pretty flat on the band. 138, we're waving at you. Hey, what was your QTH? 138 Ohio. All right, buddy. Have a good one out there. Thanks for coming in. You're the only one on frequency. Cheers, buddy. UDX 791, Gulf Islands on the side, 73. All right, take care, man. UDX 791 out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Okay, let's read the mail. Yeah, there's not a lot of skip here, Tom. But anyway, yeah, that, and hello from the UK. He's got a beer mug there, little emoji, awesome. No skip, 10:30 p.m. I worked Australia last night and Hawaii before I called her a night, right? So anyway, good to have you out there too, Maddie from the UK. But yeah, that's where I used to look after that park. That's Drummond Park, and that's where I filmed that how do I say, paranormal activity at the playground. And it's not the first time I've seen those swings move by themselves. And like I say, one time I was working with a guy there, and I was mowing the lawn on the tractor, and he comes runs over, and he goes, man, that swing's moving by itself, Joe. And that's when his phone, he tried to take a video of it, and his phone malfunctioned. He could not, his iPhone wouldn't work, and he tried to shoot a video of it. And when I shot a video of it with my camera one time, there was some static electricity charge in it, and it malfunctioned my camera. It was weird. Anyway, you can see the video on my other YouTube channel, Paranormal Activity at the Playground. And the History Channel they paid me to use that on one of their shows. They paid me, I think it was $350 US for that one, $350 US. We've sold a few videos over the years. Shows have asked to use them. We say, okay. Wendy sold her Bigfoot one for $800. They paid her $800 to use it, $800 US. Maddie Fraser got the ghost. Woo! Yeah, it was kind of creepy, man. When you see it moving by itself, the swing. It was like, what? The other ones are not moving, and one swing is just freaking giving her, right? So what I can tell you guys is one time we were putting in a playground there about 20 years ago, and I dug up a lot of, I'm going to say, bones, a lot of bones, and I made sure to put them back in. There are people buried in there. Natives are buried in that area, right where the playground is. So, and there's also a little boy that actually drowned right offshore there. So I don't know if it's his ghost or his spirit or the natives, one or the other. But if you believe in that stuff, something made that swing move, and it wasn't wind. There was no wind. There's nothing there to make it move. There was nobody around in the playground. There was nobody on the beach. There was nobody around. And it was weird, man. It was pretty freaky. So that's Paranormal Activity. You guys can check that out on Banana JSSI. Check out my other YouTube channel. I'm sure Tom has seen it. This thing is acting up on me. I should find that. I'll find it for you and I'll post the link. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is the one. And I'm amazed it's only got 378 views. Okay. Live streaming. Here we go. This is the link for it if you guys want to watch it. This is on my main YouTube channel. This is my other YouTube channel. Okay, I have a couple YouTube channels. 3 YouTube channels. My very first one, I haven't posted on it for like 14 years. So it's kind of a dead channel, but there's still a lot of videos on it. But there it is. There's the link. If you guys want to check it out, tell me what you think. Is it haunted or is it just some sort of the way the wind was hitting it? Maybe there was some wind there and I didn't see it, but I didn't feel any wind. You check it out. And why wouldn't all the swings move? It was pretty crazy, man. Paranormal activity. Still creeps me out when I see it, man. Yeah, it's creepy, man. It really creeps me out when I see that. You have to watch it. It is spooky. It swings on its own. Yeah, you betcha. I've seen it more than once. I got other videos. UDX 362 waving. We're waving at you, UDX 362. Foxman, thanks for tuning in, buddy. I was having fun on my Quad 5. Gotta love the Quad 5. That's a great radio, man. There's not a lot of skipping here today. It's pretty quiet, dude. It's very quiet. We having rain. Yeah, we're having rain here too, and it's about 42 degrees. So this far north, it's pretty cool. And anyway, it was good to have you guys in there. But anyway, yeah, Tom, it's a pretty creepy video. It does move by itself. So you guys tell me. Watch the video, the whole thing. You can see even here my camera get some static electricity energy charge over it, which has never happened before. It's just really weird, man. Really weird. Matter of fact, I think it was this camera that I use here. It was this one here. So yeah, who knows what made that swing move? And I've seen it move several times. And so I'd be working there and I'd see this thing swing moving on its own and be like, then I didn't even phase on me after a while because I've seen it more than once, right? But the first couple of times I saw that happen, it's like, whoa. And then I realized, okay, it's probably haunted. Humidity 57. Wow, that's palmy in Rockwood, Tennessee. That's nice. You got to love living south. Yeah, we're 42 this far north. We're way up at a high latitude here, so 48 degrees. But hey, a lot of places in Canada are shoveling snow. Not here. No, 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 no. No snow, just rain. But it is gloomy out there. I'd rather be on Maui. Yeah, the forecast is for snow here. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of other people are getting it too. Actually, when I talked to the guy in Quebec, it wasn't that cold there. I think it was minus a little below, like just below 32 Fahrenheit. Wasn't super cold. But he said he did have. I think he said he had minus 20 or something. So, but anyway, I'm sure a lot of people will have a white Christmas. Not often we have a white Christmas here on Salt Spring Island. Maybe about once every 10 years it could happen. So it happens. Once in a blue. Sorry, I was busy helping my mom grooming 3 dogs. Grooming, awesome. We take our dog to the groomer every 6 weeks in Victoria. And that's when Wendy does her Costco run. She does a Costco run and gets the little doggy groomed, but he's only like an 8-9 pound Yorkie Havanese, right? So, but he's ready for a groom too. I think he's actually going next week for a groom. Let's. I'm just going to turn the channel here. 38, channel 38, heterodyne. Hate and discontent on that channel. You can do your own grooming on your dogs. Yeah, I wouldn't be good enough. I'd be afraid I'd mess it up, man. You know, I used to have a good head of thick hair before I cut my own hair. And now look at it, never came back again. So that's what's gonna happen to the dog. If I cut my dog's hair, I groom it, it'll probably look like that. So we don't want a bald dog, man. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, Wendy takes it into the groomer, and she gets it groomed. But the thing is, she does a trade. Wendy trades her art cards for grooming, so she doesn't really have to pay much. So the lady that she grooms her dog wants 26 of Wendy's art cards. I think she wants 26. So Wendy will take 26 art cards. Those art cards are like $7 each. So that pays for a few groomings. It's like $50 to get her dog groomed. But some people do their own dogs, absolutely. And you guys are probably good at it. I wouldn't trust us with clippers on our dog, I'll tell you. Probably cutting off its tail or something. Listen to this guy on 38. Listen to him. Can you hear that? Unbelievable, eh? Unbelievable. My dog had to be groomed before. What type of dogs are they, Foxman? Ours is this little Yorkie. We have a little 8 to 9 pound Yorkie Havanese. Cute little guy. Getting old, though. He's going to be 11. April 3rd. He will be 11 next year. That is a Skybanger. Is that his name, Skybanger? He's making funny noises, or the 111 guy. Just terrible, eh? 38, man. They've messed up that channel. Right now, the 11 guy is not in there. The 111 guy is not in there at the moment. 10 years old and is 11 pounds. Oh, small. Okay, so our dog is 10 right now, too. And Kahu will be 11 on April 3rd. So about the same age as yours. And he's around 8 or 9 pounds. Something like that. So is that his handle there, Foxman? Skybanger? I don't know why these guys cause us these problems on this channel. It's terrible. Listen to this. They want to ruin it for everybody else. And then in the evening, you get this guy in there called Triple X. I don't know if you can hear him. Triple X is in Texas, and he sounds like he's just freaking a piss tank. He sounds like he's just sauced every time he's on there. Mini Pincher. 3 golden doodles and 1. Oh, nice. You got a lot of dogs. Mini Pincher, 1. 3 golden doodles. That's 4 dogs. 1 Dalmatian, 5. You have 6 dogs. I like dogs too. You know, I like dogs more than most people I frickin' meet. And that is the truth. When I was working for the Parks Department, I'd always have a box of biscuits, dog biscuits in my truck. And I'd pull into Mowat's Park, the disc golf park, and all the dogs would come running up to my truck because I had to go in there and clean out the garbage and the doggy bags, put new ones in, and I was giving treats. He was on last night, Triple X. Triple X, right? Is that his name, Triple X? He sounds like my grandpa has 5 dogs. Wow. Yeah, we have 1 and 1 kitty. Yeah, that Triple X guy sounds like he's just freaking drank way too many wobbly pops, man. Listen to this guy. Triple X is in Texas, and it's always like kitties and beer. Bump, bump. I don't know what bump, bump means. He always says bump, bump. He sounds like a total piss tank, man. I would not want to be like that on the air, I'll tell you that. And he's probably got good equipment because he booms in here. I'm sure he has some pretty heavy-duty, powerful equipment and maybe even a good antenna. Xmas gift on video. Aren't you getting a beam or something? Did you say you're getting a beam antenna? This was a gift to myself. I saved up for it, and I bought this beam antenna. And I've talked about it the last couple of years. I said I'm eventually going to put another beam up. And I said to Wendy, I want to get a beam soon before end of summer. And she says, just go for it. Just buy it. So I bought the rotor, set everything up. And then the beam came and got her up. So I do have the beam up now. It is very lightweight. What type of beam is it, Foxman? I didn't see the video. I was away today. I didn't get in until later. Just got it yesterday. Post open it. Oh, it came in the mail. What type of antenna is it? I'm curious. Type of beam. Talked to so many people with beam antennas, and I know I love beam antennas. I ran directional for years. For years, this is my third beam up. I've had four beams. This is my third beam up. I had one that I never even took out of the box and I ended up selling it. I had it for years and I ended up selling it in the box. It's a four element Serio. Nice. Yeah, I talked to a few people running the four elements. Good one. Yeah, that'd be bigger than mine. One element, so the boom is probably, I'm gonna guess, probably like 11-foot boom on it. What is the boom size on it? Mine's 8'9" on the Serio SY3. Serio are good beams. I'm really happy with this thing. The back rejection, front rejection, really good, and I make some really good contacts on it. I mean, there's sometimes people aren't gonna hear me, but most times I do get out on it where I want to talk. No, that's cool. SY, you got an SY4, S27 four element. Yeah. So mine's the SY3 or S20, SY3 27 three element. Yagi. You'll have fun with that, man. Nice light beam. It'll work really well for you. Did you get it in Europe or did you get it in the States? I'm listening to this guy out there. I'm worried about my palm trees getting too big because they're kind of like underneath the beam and they're going to be up to it soon. So I may have to raise my beam up higher in a couple of years just because the palm trees, and I don't cut down palm trees, but they will encroach on the elements as it swings around. And I look at that every time and go, those palm trees are getting close to the bottom of the beam. So I will have to raise it up another few feet, that's for sure. And eventually I may have to even move it. Once is easy enough to do it, maybe I'll just buy a four element. I could buy a bigger one too. Move it over a little bit. Four element Serio. Nice one. Keep electronics. 3 days. Yeah, mine took about 2 weeks to get here. I got it from UK. I bought it from an antenna guy in the UK. Yeah. So a Serio dealer in the UK from England. It was a couple $100, I think. 200. I don't know. It was over $200. It was cheaper there than it was on Amazon. So we're about Mako 5000. Cool. So that'll be nice. You'll have your directional up and you'll have your Mako 5000, your omnidirectional, which is good. It's always nice to have an omni up too, especially if you want to talk some local stuff. You don't want to be swinging around the beam all the time. And the nice thing about that, it'll be a flat side beam. So really good for the DX, man. They're pretty easy to match too. I do have a tuner on mine and it does help, right? It does. The tuner really does help. Let's see where we can, just a minute here. Let's CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 395. (919) Cleveland, sounding good, buddy. We're waving at you from the west coast of Canada, southern Gulf Islands. It's off of British Columbia. We're south of Vancouver. We're off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, out here on the Gulf Islands.
Okay, extreme southwest British Columbia on the island there. Operator name here is Dale from Delta Alpha Lima Echo. And just having a little local chit chat here with my neighbors. Go ahead.
All right, Dale, 919, just south of Cleveland. Sounding good, buddy. Not a lot of conditions here today. It's pretty quiet out here. My personal is Joe, Juliet, Oscar, Echo, and running just on the flat side here, 3-element flat side Yagi. And yeah, you're coming in real good. We got you up into the red.
Yeah, very good. Pointed your way.
4-element Yagi.
Right
Scotland. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, those 4-element Yagis, they sure help, man. Beautiful antenna, nice signal, good clean audio too, man. You're putting out.
Appreciate it. I started off with the 3-element myself, the Mako M103, and a couple years ago when I took it down to do some maintenance, so I went ahead and purchased the extender kit and whatnot. I kind of converted it into a 4-element and made a big difference.
Well, it works really well. I'm running the Serio SY3 here, so not a really big beam. but it seems to work okay. Maybe one day I might get a 4 element up, but so far so good anyway. It seems to work okay on the DX.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll get on the phone you for a second. Maybe my neighbor Kenny from
Cleveland, Ohio.
Give you a shout. Hello there.
Aluminum steel 9. All right, buddy, we're listening on the side. Good to hear you out there. 919 Ohio, UDX 791 out here, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
791, this is 919. Good there, Kenny.
I hear you out there, Kenny. I didn't get your number, but I hear you out there, buddy. Yeah, we're waving at you, man. We got a QRM level in there. Unfortunately, you're coming in right with it. I got you about probably about 8 S units, but we got the static in there. It might be from the rain. Anyway, waving at you. You guys out there have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from our island to you out there in the Buckeye State.
Okay, yeah, I'll move my antenna a little bit. You got a little bit stronger there. Okay, Joe, have a good one there. 711 Kenny.
Now you're coming in good. Okay, 711 Kenny. Cheers, buddy. Have a good one. Sounding Q5 all the way now. UDX 791 out here, Gulf Islands, off the west coast of Canada. We're listening. All right, cheers to you guys.
73 Joe. I just kind of found your location on the map.
All right, 919 Cleveland, 7-3s, buddy. Take care and have a great Christmas season. 791 on the site. Okay. Let's read the mail. Okay, let's just see. Frequency range 20s. Yeah, same as mine, probably. Bonnie, Scotland. My wife's favorite place because my wife is Scottish Irish. Did you know that? Wendy is Scottish Irish. Probably more Scottish than Irish. Horizontal. Okay, I'll tell you what mine is here. Mine is 13.5 dB. Mine is 10.65 dB gain. So yours is definitely more. And 1,000 watts. Yeah, basically same as mine. 1,000 watts continuous or 3,000 watts short term. Materials, steel, 120 watt, good wind resistance. Diameter. Boom is, I got to get the boom is in millimeters. I got to convert that. I got to convert it. Anyway, good to have you in there from Scotland. That's pretty awesome. I often talk to Scotland when the DX is rolling in from Europe, right? We like to talk to Scotland. DX Scotland. It is Bonnie, Scotland. I've never been there, but one of these days. That is a spec for Serio 4x4. Yeah, I got an RCA rotor on mine. You've got the 3. That's exactly what I have, the 3-element Serio, and it does work good. I just talked to a guy on a 4-element in Ohio. Okay, boom length is 5,725 millimeters. 5,000. Okay, I got to figure this out. Let me get a conversion thing here. 5,075 millimeters in feet. Okay, that's what I want in feet. I don't like this metric stuff, even though I live in Canada. I like, whoa, that is a big boom. Is it really that big? Holy crap. Just 18 over 18 feet long. Wow. Is that right? Man, that's a big boom. Is that the boom length there? 5,000. Am I reading that right? Dimensions, millimeters. Boom length, 5,700. Does that sound right? 18-foot boom? I got to find that. That sounds big. Okay, let's see. No. Boom length, 4,030. 4,030. Okay. I'm reading that wrong. Okay. 1,030 millimeters. 13.2 feet. Oh, that's more like it. Okay. So it's 13.2 feet. 13.2 feet. So it's about 3 feet, 4 feet longer than my, 4 foot, just under 4 foot longer than my boom on mine. Yeah, because we're 8'9". The boom length on mine is 8'9", I think, something like that. And the weight of my beam is just under 10 pounds. Gain front to back is 20 dB ratio. Frequency range 26.5 to 30 megahertz. Mine is 26.5 to 30 megahertz, the range. So it's got a pretty big range on it. And wind resistance is, weight is 4,700 grams, whatever that is. Dimensions, what, zinc plated chrome, brass materials, and aluminum. What is the wind resistant on it? I don't know. Probably the same as yours, I'm guessing. We don't get a lot of wind here, so I don't have to really worry about it ever. And it's just under 30 feet off the ground. So yeah, I talked to a lot of stations in Scotland with this 3-element beam. I've actually also talked to stations in Scotland in my mobile too. Mobile and on my omnidirectional antennas. So yeah, so it'll be nice. You'll have a lot of fun with that thing up there, Foxman. What a bunch of noise, eh? You know what? I'm going to turn this off for a second, see if I can talk to somebody on AM here. I'm going to go down and see if my buddies are on AM. Let's see here. Let's see what we have. Let's spin this around and go on to the I catch you. Yeah, you will catch me, and I'll catch you too for sure. Absolutely. Get the RCA rotor. It'll probably turn it well, Foxman. How about a DX LAN? How about a DX LAN? You copy 612, West Coast of Canada. Yeah, this is 612 out here on the Gulf Islands, West Coast. What was your number? 612, West Coast of Canada, break. How about it, Cherokee out there? Cherokee, you out there in Oklahoma? 612, Gulf Islands. I'm on 915 AM. 612, West Coast of Canada, break. How's this radio making it out? 612, try it. $612, West Coast of Canada, break. I don't like the sound of that thing.
Yeah, so a car's still sitting down there?
Breaker channel. Breaker. Oh, can you hear me out there? Breaker channel 612, try it. I'm on my IMAX 2000. Anybody out there copy this 612? $612, West Coast to Canada, break. You're sounding good up here on the West Coast. You sound real good up here. Sound like a local out here in the North Pacific. Yeah, what's your 1020? Sounding good, man. 612 waving. AM does not sound as good out as its sideband. It's pretty dead. There's not a lot of skip coming in, man. It's really, really crappy conditions here today. Oh, well, we tried, didn't we? We tried. Put that back on. Man, 38's a terrible channel, isn't it? That's got to be the worst channel on 11-meter band. Never used to be like that years ago. Gotta go, Joe. Watching a film with the missus. Have fun there, DX Scotland. Enjoy the day. You guys are about 8 or 9 hours ahead of us there, so it is. God, it's like 11 o'clock at night there or something. Have a good one, buddy. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here Pacific time. Have a Merry Christmas there, DX Scotland. We'll talk to you soon, man. 176, Chris. Did that cut your elements? Did you? No, I never cut anything on it. No. I don't, because I got it tuned for certain channels, and the rest I just use the tuner for. I didn't want to screw around with do any cutting. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So yeah, 11 p.m. in Scotland. Okay, so you guys are 8 hours ahead of us. 6 p.m. where Foxman is in Tennessee. Merry Christmas, DX Scotland 176. Chris, Merry Christmas, buddy, to you and yours, and have a happy New Year out there in Bonnie, Scotland. Yeah, no, I didn't want to cut anything, Foxman. I just tuned it the best I could. So some channels we got a flat match without the tuner, but with the tuner, it makes it flat pretty much everywhere. At least a really good match. So let's go to AM and go here. Turn that off. Calibrate. And we got a flat match there on 39. Go down a bit. Now, it's amazing that Tenna tuner. Most of the time it remembers the frequencies I'm on and just automatically tunes it, right? Very good tuner. But it's... Dead. So 38, there's not a lot of DX happening here up in this area. I have antenna match or not like yours. I got the old school ones. Have you ever seen them? I'll show you. Really old school ones from the 80s. I think I have them in. Let's find them here. I got a lot of shit in here. Check this out, man. No, I think I bought these in the 70s. Look at this, man. Antenna matcher. Look at that. This is like really old school Radio Shack matcher. And I used these on my beam back in the day. Look at that. And you can actually get your match down with these things. Isn't that crazy? This is an old school antenna matcher. I think I have a couple of those things. But the one I have here is probably worth about $600. This is a good one. It's an MFJ IntelliTuner automatic antenna tuner. 600 watts, PEP sideband, $300, constant wave CW. Model MFJ994B, and it's a really a decent tuner. Works really well. I'm happy with it. I got a couple of those switch boxes. Yeah, I got a lot of crap in here from back in the day. Back in my radio days when I was younger. You know, when you save a lot of crap. But yeah, you might want to put a match. I don't think I'd want to be cutting anything. I don't want to be cutting any aluminum on it. No way, man. I don't want to mess stuff up. So you spend a lot of money on an antenna. You got to really know what you're doing. So I put it up. I tuned it as best as I could right here on the ground. And then I put it up. And then I actually tuned it a little bit more. I brought it back down again. And I got it tuned like pretty much flat match from probably, well, let's see. Let me see something here. Okay, without the tuner on, That's pretty much flat. Okay, so good, 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 good. So from channel, yeah, I got it matched really flat for just the channels I really want to talk on. So from channel 23 to 40, let's just see here, hang on. Oh, hang on. From 23 to about 50. From 23 to 50, I have a really good match. And everything else, I like to use the antenna tuner on it, okay? Put that back. So 23, from channel 23 to 505, it's a really good match. And everything else, thing. I love that antenna tuner. It's wired to the pyramid power supply. So I don't know, are you actually going to cut your antenna or are you going to use the matcher? I just didn't have the balls to cut my antenna, man. I have 4 matchers. They go for old school rated 250. Well, that's okay. That'll work. Depends how much power you want to run through it. I'm not running, when I'm talking to these guys, like 50 watts. CQ, CQDX. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. $791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, call it. I'm barefoot right now. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I hear somebody coming back to me out there. I just didn't get your numbers. Bring her back. 791 listening. Well, I'm glad you can hear me. I'm barefoot right now. You're sounding good out here too. There's a lot of traffic on this one. Have a good one out there. Merry Christmas. UDX 791 Gulf Islands on the side. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Barefoot. Do we have any conditions out there? This is UDX 791 Gulf Islands. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Quiet. 30 watts. 30 watts out of the radio. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Dead. I was on the wrong channel, that's why. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific trying. Do we have any conditions? Do we have any skip conditions left? This is UDX 791 trying. Quiet. Pretty quiet out there. That was barefoot. Antenna matcher. I have ran one for my Kobo ones back in Utah. I never trimmed the tram. I have 200 watt side by 100 watts on AM. That's what ours is too. That's the that is the RM203P linear, right? Yeah. I hear that triple X. Racing King, hey Joe, how are you, man? Good to have you in there. I started the live stream later just because I was at the craft fair with Wendy. I was hanging out downtown, nice warm place at beachside, and it was awesome. I put a video on my other channel. You can see where I was hanging out. I think I hear that Triple X guy in there. Anyway, it's nice in here. 203 PKM Italy. Yeah, that's what I have. A couple of those. That's what I run in my truck, and here on my unit in 203P. Yeah, 20 RM. What is it? An RM 203P. KL. Just give it. RM KL 203P. RM linear KL 203P. Really great little foot warmer, and I've been running the one in my truck for a couple of years, more than a couple of years now. It's great. Works really well. I've been very happy with that little boot. Calians make good antennas and good linears, and they also make good vehicles and motorcycles. Robert in New Hampshire said hello to you, Joe. Hello, Robert in New Hampshire. Good to have you in there, man. On this rainy day on the Gulf Islands, look outside and see how crappy it looks. Gloomy, wet, and about 40, maybe 3 degrees, something like that. Just a wet day on the rock. So a good day to be in here. Good day to be here in the radio room. I'm on channel 38, just kind of listening to all the crap in there, right? So we'll go to maybe 111, 111, and then maybe I'll go inside and go grab something to eat, put another log on the fire, got the fire going. That's how we heat our house here. We heat it with wood, right? And it's nice. I don't know if you guys use wood heat, man, but we use wood heat only. Use wood heat. We have electric heat too, but try not to put that on. It's too expensive. So I do a lot of wood splitting every year here, like a lumberjack. And that's how we heat our house with wood. And it's a really nice heat. Robert in New Hampshire. Nice place to be, New Hampshire, man. Bet you the fall color up there in the autumn is amazing. I hear that's what I've heard anyway. New Hampshire. And you know, a chunk of the Atlantic Ocean actually touches a part of New Hampshire. A lot of people don't realize that there's an area in New Hampshire where you can actually go to the Atlantic Ocean, which is super cool. They have beaches there in New Hampshire. I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of like Quebec. Quebec has Gaspé, and you can go to the ocean there too. Rain tomorrow, 39, not bad. For New Hampshire, not bad at all. 39, man, that's balmy. Cat just ran by. It's blue, 3-switch one. I have 2 of them. Okay, cool. Well, that's good that you got one. You know, you may have to use them. You may not have to use them, but like I say, I got it tuned for the channels really where I hang out most. If I want to talk on AM, I just go down onto these other radios. I go on that one or my Bearcat. It'll talk on AM. And then the one in my truck that's got everything on it too. The prices were cheaper on those 2 or 3 people. 94 on eBay. I got one for free. No way. You got one for free? I don't know how much I paid for it. They weren't that expensive. They came from Europe, the RM linears. I got them from England, right? That's where I got mine from. And I'm sure they're still, I got them on eBay too. I did get them on eBay. I thought it was pretty reasonable price for a 200 horsepower kicker. It's actually a little less than 200 horsepower. We say 200. I think it's like 196 or something, 197. I did put the meter on it one day, and it was actually a little bit less than 200. But that's fine. It gets out. Well, you got it in the States. Okay, I got mine in England. 14. Talked to him before. It's going to work really good with your beam antenna, man. Hey, that's all I'd need. If I ever blow these Texas stars up, I'm just going to run a 203P kicker in here. That's it. 200 watt 203P kicker. Good enough for me. They're great little boots. Don't need any more than that if you're running it through a beam antenna, right? The beam antenna really magnifies your power anyway, your signal. So it kind of is like this power multiplication when you put it through a beam. So if you're running extra power for it, man, you're going to get out even better, right? So there you go. I think the craft market ends at 5. So she's going to be home at 5 o'clock, Wendy. She'll be out of there at 5. All day long, 10 till 5. Hopefully they've made some sales. I should look on eBay right now and see how much they're going for.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they should watch a tutorial.
Let's see how much they are. Let's see how much they are. They are, wow, that's cheap. 72 United Kingdom, 72.69, but that doesn't have the that's just the 203. It's not the P. And that's not for radio. That's not for CB radio. There's the 203P, 99 bucks. That's the one I have. 99 bucks plus 15 from Hong Kong. Got to watch those knockoffs from Hong Kong. I watched those and they didn't put out as much power. This one's from United Kingdom. That is a 203P, 20 to 30 megahertz, 100 watt AM. It's 30 bucks. Yeah, so they're a good deal. They have a lot of them for sale there. There's a 50 watt, 20 to 30 KO3, KL203, 72 bucks. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the ones from there's one for 56 bucks, pre-owned, United Kingdom. Interesting. Huh. You just put small on. Oh, fan. You just put a small on a CPU fan. Yeah, I find mine gets on AM if I got it keyed down for a long time. And there's actually resistors or transistors they sell for them too. So if you blow a transistor, there's $7.46. There is a Keo 203, 20 to 72 bucks, brand new, red one. Boy, there's a lot of them. There's a booster board for one. You can get it boosted up. There's a bunch of them here. Anyway, that's all I really need. I don't need anything more powerful than that. So like I say, if I ever blow my bigger Texas Stars up, I will. I do actually have a fan. See on this Texas Star here? There's actually a fan going behind it right there. And this is elevated off the ground. It's on a metal grate, and the air blows right up underneath it, so it stays it cool. Keeps it cool. CQ, CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX 791, Gulf Islands on the side. CQDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. It's dead. Not a lot of skip coming in now. Somebody making a whole lot of noise on channel 39. Anyway, I have a nice big fan growing right underneath, and it's keeping the heat sink really cool on the Texas Star 500. Oh yeah, I will, man. It'll work really well with the Mako 5000. Good antenna. Very good antenna, Mako 5000. Anyway, sounds like you're having good weather out there in New Hampshire. That's not very cold. Got off eBay for 94. I got one for free. Phone farming. I've never heard of phone farming, but hey, I want a free linear too. That's a good deal, man. Free. You can't get better than that. Phone farming. Very awesome, man. So it's pretty quiet. I think most of the skip is pretty much gone now. Turn that off. Give this thing a rest. Here we go. Let's give that a rest. Give that a rest. And I'm going to shut this down soon just because I'm going to go into the house, put some more wood on the fire, and go sit with the little dog. The little dog is probably lonely. Cow is probably lonely, wondering where I'm at. Been gone all day, and he likes company too. So anyway, this things look like it kind of froze. The stream here says 1:10:30. It's like it's kind of lagging. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the live gate. And if it has froze, hopefully you can see this. Cheers and 73s from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Have a good night. Happy DXing. I'm going to come out here later on and maybe work some South Pacific skip. In the meantime, when this is done, I'm going to be putting on another video gate. I got another video gate I got to upload. I think I'll do the one from my thanks, Foxman 362 for popping in, buddy. I look forward to you when you get your beam. We'll talk. You point that beam up this way from the volunteer state on the flat side to flat side. And I talked to 347 there, UDX 347 there, Dallas, Manchester. He's got the big monster Yagi up there. And he comes in real good. Don't get QTR tonight. Oh, right. That is the, yeah, I got to go on there too, for sure. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot, Foxman362 and Racing King, everybody else out there that tuned in to Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Don't forget, I do have another YouTube channel. This is just one of them. My other one's Banana JSSI, right? So you check that one out if you want to see what life is like here on the Gulf Islands. Most of this stuff is just inside the radio room, but you can see what life is like out here on the Gulf Islands. I have a Cumberland. It's on top of the plateau. So yeah. Oh, you're in the valley. Okay, we're about 140 feet above sea level here, and you're 800 feet. Okay, well, you're still at a pretty good elevation there. 800 feet. You're a lot higher than I am. You're 640 foot higher than I'm at. I'm 140 above sea level, and like I say, close to the beach. We're not that far. We just walk. Beach is right across the street. The ocean is right across the street. Travis, hello, Shaka Wave from the Gulf Islands. I just turned off the radio now. It's pretty quiet. Not a lot of skipping here today. I started the live stream an hour and 12 minutes ago. I was, like I say, I was in town hanging out with Wendy at the craft fair, and it was nice and warm in there. And then I said, okay, I'll come in here and tune in to see what we can get. And there was a bit of skip, but not a whole lot of great skip. Worked a few stations here and there, and it was just more fun to talk with you guys. So you guys have a good night out there. I'm going to roll. I'll try to do one tomorrow. Maybe we'll have more skip tomorrow. And if the weather's nice, I'm always outside doing stuff out in the garden too, and then I come in here. And UDX 267 down there in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. That's where I'd like to go, Alabama. I've always been interested in Alabama. Straight down to Mobile, down on the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, where all the nice sandy beaches are. I did reach Central Mexico 40. Oh, cool. Right on. Awesome. That's a good contact there, buddy. Nice. Getting some good DX in there to Tennessee. Right on. And keep up the video gates. It's always fun. There's a lot, there's so many video gate channels out there now. It's just unbelievable. Tons of them. So many people have video gates. It was on on your live stream. Okay. I was probably live streaming here, wasn't I? Yeah, I think I was. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I can remember what I did 10 freaking years ago, though. Isn't that nuts? So, yeah, they're lots of fun. The live streams. I used to do a lot more live streams on my other channel, but I seem to do more live streams on this channel now. So, anyway, guys, cheers and 73s. Until we meet again. If it's not here, it will be on the airwaves, right? And I'm looking forward to making contact with 362 when you get that flat side Yagi up, because my beam pointed your way and your beam pointed this way. I'll be pointing southeast. You're going to be pointing northwest, and beam to beam, you're going to become booming in here, man. Booming in here. Making the gate. You're going to make the gate. I want to get you on the gate. That's what I want to do. Get you on one of these gates. All right, guys. Cheers, 73s, and have a good day. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And see you later, Mark. Have a good one. Stay warm out there wherever you are. If it's really cool where you are, stay warm. If it's really warm, stay cool. Here it's just kind of wet and icky, and it's getting gloomy out there, and time for me to go in the house and hang out with the dog. UDX 267 down in the BAM. Have a good one, buddy. Cheers, and 73s to all of you good people out there in DX land. We are live on 11 meter band. All right. Till next time. Chuck or wave. Love you guys all. You're awesome.